exactly your day, is it? I hate to make it any worse, but you got a little chewing gum.
In my hair, yes, I know.
Glad I didn't mention the broken heel.
Look, I'm having the worst day of my life, and it's barely noon. All I want right now is a cup of tea and a nice dry place to ruin a $150 haircut.
Okay, I gotta head off to work anyway. But the whole time I'm there, I'm gonna be wondering what happened to you.
Suit yourself.
What happened to you? Okay, all right. But if you change your mind and you feel like talking, I'm a good listener. Believe it or not, before this, I was a priest. A good one, too.
See you, Father.
Okay, gorgeous. I just found myself praying for the wrong things. You want some help with that?
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need a shoulder to cry on. I'll be fine.
Hello, Michael. Martini on the rocks, please.
A little early for your first martini.
Who said it's my first? It's my birthday tomorrow, and Toshiro flew back to Japan this morning.
Well, he left a little something on the nightstand, right?
A Cartier bracelet, but that's not the point. In fact, here, throw it in the blender. I want to send him the mangled pieces to show him that I can't be bought for the price of a stupid little trinket. Ah! You're right. Better to keep it as a constant reminder of just how selfish he is.
Well, are you okay?
Do I look okay?
Why don't you talk to Katie here? Look, you're both feeling down. Go sit by the fire and talk things over.
Michael, I came in here to sit at the bar and take my mind off my problems. Come on, hon, tell me all about it.
I'm sorry, I'm not usually like this. Well, okay, 6 months ago, I came here from Vermont to become a writer.
Writer from Vermont. 2 more, Michael.
And the writing thing wasn't working out, and I was convinced I should just pack it in and move home. And then my mom came to visit, and, well, Mom could be a little dramatic. I'm dying!
Mom, it's just a bee sting, but the ambulance is on its way. They're never gonna make it here in time. My tongue is swelling.
This is just what happened to your Aunt Aurora. She got stung by a bee and died right there in the golf course.
Mom, you don't even know if you're allergic.
Neither did she. She was a lovely, vibrant young woman. Now she's a warning sign in the clubhouse.
Mom.
Oh, Alice, if I don't make it, promise me you won't give up on being a writer.
Oh, Mom, we've been through this. I said I'd try New York for 6 months, and I did. Besides, my sublet's up. If I leave now, I could still get my old job back. I'm just being responsible.
Oh, you've always been like this. First day of school, you'd set your alarm, then 2 backups.
You only get one chance to make a first impression on a new nun.
Okay. You listen. I want to tell you something I've been trying to tell you since you told me you were quitting. Do you know the author Bram Shepard?
What?
He wrote the famous novel Matthew Kent. He won the Pulitzer Prize.
Mom, I was an English major. I know who Bram Shepard is.
Good. Well, I was a secretary at Vassar, and he came there to teach for a year. He was a charming man. One night he asked me out for dinner, and I accepted.
So this is after Dad died?
Uh-huh. No. No, dear, I was still married. So was Bram. Anyway, he was so smart and so sweet. And I was so impressed and so very, very drunk. And, well, Alice.
Oh, my God. You slept with Bram Shepard? Are you telling me you cheated on my father?
Actually, dear, I'm telling you I cheated with your father.
Bram Shepard is my father?
So don't tell me you don't have it in you to be a writer.
Bram Shepard is your father? I know Bram. We both live in this building.
I know. I just went to see him.
Oh, my God. So did Bram. I hate you, Toshiro. You repulse me. Did Bram know you even existed?
Yes, according to Mom, he met me once. He came by to see her when I was a baby. He helped her give me a bath.
He gave you a bath? That is so sweet. Die with pain, die with shame. So you actually went to see him?
Well, after my mom left this morning, I couldn't think about anything else. So I got his address, and then there I was at his door.
For God's sake! Sorry, it's your phone.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. How's the drive home? Mom, calm down. Excuse me. No, don't bat at it. You'll just make it mad.
So, how's she doing?
You're not gonna believe who she is.
Hey, hey, hey!
It's okay, Michael. I'm all right.
Bram, what'd I tell you about going back there?
That it's strictly forbidden, yes, and small wonder with all this broken glass back here. I need this drink, Father. I've had a disastrous day. I was ambushed. Of course, the day began typically enough.
Good morning.
Morning.
Great night.
Great night.
You're something else, Bram.
You're something else. Also. I would love to have taken you to brunch if I didn't have this damned essay to write.
You don't have an essay to write.
Shh, quiet. Lower your voice first thing in the morning.
Almost noon.
And you're just getting here. If you were any lazier, we'd have to scrape the moss off you.
Bram?
Ooh, who is that?
It's a fan. She came to my reading last night. I've forgotten her name.
You should put a chalkboard over the bed and make them sign in.
I wonder if you have an extra toothbrush. Oh, hello.
Sorry, dear, but we've got some chewing gum in the bowl here.
Okay. Aren't you going to introduce me?
Oh, but of course. This is my assistant, Paul Newman.
Like the actor?
Same name, same megawatt personality.
And who would this be, Bram?
What, so you can look her up in the phone book and call her behind my back? Oh, nice try. To the office, Paul.
Bram, I'm starting to wonder if you remember my name.
Your name? Oh, come here, for heaven's sake. I'd sooner forget my own name than one as lovely and shimmering and lyrical as Tove Schuldwasser.
I'm sorry.
No, it's I who should apologize to you for sending you away so soon. The least I can do is offer you cab fare.
Oh, and the short story that I wrote, the one that you said that I could send to you? Thought I'd save on postage.
Yeah, and quite a bit of postage, too. Thank you.
Will you call me?
Oh, what a silly question. I've got the library gala tonight, so I'm...
If this is about your tuxedo, the dry cleaner isn't going to release it. You haven't paid him in 6 months.
That bastard. Have you heard of anything so heartless? Mind you, if my assistant had shown even the slightest shred of ingenuity...
Here we go.
You know, I marvel sometimes, Paul, at your inability to perform even the simplest tasks. What do I pay you for?
You don't pay me. Your publisher does. To help you research the novel you haven't even started. Not to go groveling to your dry cleaner and your ex-wives and everybody else that you owe money to.
Why don't you quit then?
Well,
I'll tell you why.
I'm sure you will.
Because I am the one dollop of distinction in your otherwise arid little existence. Oh, don't think I haven't heard you. Boasting to your tweedy grad school friends about how indispensable you are to me. Wrapping my reputation around you like a second-hand cloak.
But your reputation is what? A one-hit wonder who can't even pay his rent?
Leech!
Has-been!
Barnacle!
Souse!
We expecting someone?
I'll see who it is.
No, don't bother. I'm closer.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm sorry, I should have called first, but I wasn't sure how you'd respond, and I really needed to see you. See you again, I mean. I'm Alice. Alice O'Connor.
Alice O'Connor, good heavens, I've got to come in.
Oh, thank God. I was so afraid you wouldn't remember me.
Oh, as if I could possibly forget you. Oh.
Well, it has been a while since you saw me last, and I was in the tub for most of it.
That's right. The tub. When it rains, it pours. Well, off you go, Paul.
Where?
To the dry cleaner to get my tux.
How am I supposed to do that?
You go to the elevator and press the button marked L, and when the door opens again, ask someone for help. My assistant, he's mentally challenged. But when we help them, aren't we really just helping ourselves? Let me help you with that wet coat.
Oh, thank you. Oh, what a great apartment.
Yes, and you haven't even seen upstairs yet.
I'm so sorry these boots are soaking wet.
Well, just peel them off and put them by the fire.
All right.
And if you're feeling chilly, I could always run another one of those baths for you.
strange, isn't it? Guess we have a little catching up to do.
Oh, sit down, my dear. We have all day.
Well, first of all, I just love your books, especially Matthew Kent. I first read it when I was 17, like everyone, and I probably read it 5 times since.
Ah, you're very kind.
It was a big inspiration for me.
Ah, you're a writer?
Well, sort of. I haven't published anything yet, except for one tiny story in the last Soho Quarterly.
Soho Quarterly?
Well, my friend is the editor, and I'm actually thinking of giving it up.
Nonsense! You're off to a spectacular start. In fact, I've saved a rather special bottle of champagne for just such an occasion.
Hello?
I forgot my umbrella.
I forget things too.
You really don't have to do all this.
Oh, not at all. It's my pleasure. It's so nice to see you again.
You don't know what that means to me. I was so nervous about coming here today.
Whatever for?
Well, I wasn't sure how you'd react to seeing me again.
Does this make it clear?
You're just being so nice, so encouraging. I just know you're gonna be a wonderful father.
Am I?
I'm sorry to be so emotional. It's just I only found out this morning when my mom was visiting.
Oh, you've discussed it with Mum, have you?
Well, yes. Here's to you, Bram. Or should I say, Dad?
Let's just stick to Bram for now, shall we? Alice, there's something I need to speak to you about. Something very, very important. Sit down. Alice, you are a wonderful writer.
But you haven't...
I don't need to read a word. I can hear it in your voice, see it in your eyes, the fire, the genius. You have a great career ahead of you. Only one thing stands in your way.
What?
That baby.
Excuse me?
Now, I can't tell you what decision to make. Think, though, what a loss it would be to the world if your magnificent gift were to be silenced by the brutal demands of motherhood. I've seen it before, Alice. Hopes dashed. Unfinished masterpieces buried beneath piles of fetid diapers. Dare you risk that?
I'm not having a baby.
Woo! Well, it's entirely your choice. And may I say a wise one? You're far too young to be a mother, and I don't have it in me to be a father. I have no interest in fatherhood. Never have, never will.
Never?
No. Although I do have a child out there somewhere by a woman I met in New Hampshire, I think. What was her name?
Margaret O'Connor?
Very good, yes. Margaret Oh, God, Alice.
Yes.
My daughter.
Yes. Who did you think I was?
Well, obviously I wasn't quite sure. A fan of my writing, perhaps.
What, a fan you had sex with whose face you can't even remember?
Alice.
Oh, my God. Here I thought you were being this wonderful father, and you were just trying to seduce me.
What a filthy mind you have. We've barely even met, and you're already convinced I'm some pathetic Lothario who can't even keep track of his own conquests.
Bram,
Oh, my God.
you said you were too busy for breakfast, so I brought you a bagel.
Oh, how thoughtful of you. Allow me to introduce you to Alice O'Connor. Alice, this is my new friend, Tevye.
Tova!
What, is it too early for nicknames?
I don't believe this. This is why you hustled me out of here this morning.
Oh, no, you don't understand. This is my daughter.
Oh, please.
So you seduced this woman last night?
She bought me dinner. It was the polite thing to do.
I'm leaving.
No, Alice, please, you misunderstand. I'm not a bad person.
You threw my story in the fire?
I was jealous. It's brilliant.
Here's your damn bagel, you pig. Ow, I wish I never even met you. And you can take your damn gum back, too.
In retrospect, I suppose it was wrong to use her as a human shield.
Well, it beats what you tried to use her for. But Bram, I got some news for you.
What, that I should run off to her for some sort of tearful reconciliation?
But Bram...
She wants no part of me.
So you're doing it again?
What?
What you always do. You make a mess. Do you fix it? No, you run. The dude in your book wouldn't do that. What's his name?
Matthew Kent. It's an American classic. You might read it someday.
When you pay your tab, I'll read your book.
Fine, don't read it. And no more sermons, please, Michael. I've been shouted at enough today.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry. Here, on the house.
Thank you.
And this one's for Katie. Would you mind taking it over to her?
I'd be delighted.
And that's when I left. Nice story, huh?
Well, at least you know your dad thinks you're pretty. I know, Bram. He's not that bad. He's probably upstairs right now beating himself up over this.
Hello, Katie. And who's your lovely young...
Oh, my God, what's wrong with you?
Well, I didn't know it was you.
I think there's been a misunderstanding.
Oh, yes. About what happened upstairs.
You know what? Save it. I'm going home to take a scalding hot shower.
Please.
And no, you are not invited.
Alice.
You have my keys.
Excuse me?
My house keys. They're not in the cab, they're not in the bar, they're not in my coat. They probably fell out of my bag while I was defending myself from your gum-throwing whore.
Well, let's just have a little look-see, shall we?
Got your tux.
Oh, well done, Paul. Paul, I haven't introduced you to, this is my daughter.
Daughter?
Alice O'Connor.
I'm Paul Newman.
Yes, you are.
Here they are.
Oh, thank God. Can I have those, please?
What, is that it? You're just gonna barge in and out of here without even an attempt at a conversation?
Well, it didn't go so well last time.
I apologize for that, but may I remind you, that was the result of a simple misunderstanding. Accidents do happen.
I know. I'm one of them. What? So you want to have a chat?
Well, I certainly don't want to force you. How's your mother?
Fine, thanks.
And your father? I mean, Marjorie's husband?
He died when I was 8.
I'm sorry.
And her name's Margaret.
Sorry again.
You're my father.
Right. Still enjoying the Big Apple?
I just lost my sublet. Moving back to Vermont.
Ah.
This is hard for you, isn't it?
What?
Having a conversation with a woman you're not trying to seduce.
Have you considered for a moment what this might be like for me? Talking to a complete stranger who just happens to be my daughter? Looking at your face to see if you've got my eyes or my nose?
I nearly had your tongue an hour ago.
Well, I'm sorry I kept you.
Look, this is all probably as much my fault as it is yours. Just show up here with all these unrealistic expectations that no one could live up to. Least of all you. You didn't ask me to barge into your life, I just did. Goodbye, Bram.
Bye, Alice. I read your story.
What?
Your story, it's good. You've got talent. You haven't figured out quite what to do with it yet, but it's there.
Thank you. I'm touched.
You're welcome.
Where did you get it anyway?
Well, you said it was in the Soho Quarterly. A neighbor of mine gets it.
You actually went to all that trouble.
No, it was no trouble.
And you thought it was good?
Well, with reservations. You know, you're really making too much of this.
It was a very sweet gesture. I don't know. Very fatherly.
Oh, dear God in heaven.
What is your problem?
Alice.
What? You think because you did one nice thing for me, I'm gonna start expecting more? Is that what you're worried about?
Yes, because I know how little you'll get. You may be astonished to hear this, Alice, but I'm not a very reliable person. I don't mind letting down publishers, girlfriends, wives. But you're my daughter, and I care about you. Well, not about you per se, I don't even know you, but the idea of you.
Well, I don't expect anything from you. Nothing whatsoever.
Well, in that case, I see a dazzling future for us both.
Oh, thank you. Guess I'll be off.
Alice, wait.
What?
There's just one little thing I'd like to offer you. I can't let you hobble all the way back to Vermont like that, and don't say I don't give you anything.
Wow.
Excuse the dust.
I don't mind. I'm not sure if I can accept.
Oh, I insist. No arguments. I'm not sure about the size.
Are you kidding? It's bigger than my whole apartment. All right, I'll take it, but just until I find my own place.
Alice.
And I insist on paying my share of the rent.
No, no. The rent?
How much is it?
1,500
All together or each?
each.
Well, I guess I could manage that. And I meant what I said, no expectations. I want you to treat me just like you treat anyone else.
I've already started.